Like, I definitely hit that
You're a
shit.
bot, though.
Then you saw it.
Hey, where's your mask at, dude?
Why the fuck are you not 6 feet away from me? Pussy.
Alright, what's up, all you dudes and dudettes? Remember back in school when people would be like, dudette is a fucking hair on an elephant's ass or whatever? I'd be like, bro, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, nobody cares.
These bitches' hair on an elephant's ass.
I'm more loyal, though. They don't want that. They're not ready for that talk. I'm BGreeneFlex.
Trip me out. I'm from the neighborhood sensei. How are you guys today? Back at it again. What is this, number 10?
Yep. Number
Number
10.
10.
That's crazy. D-Ace. Hey, put your hands up, nigga.
Don't
yeah,
shoot
number
too
10.
late.
Not too much to talk about today. I feel like last episode was a little bit longer than we wanted to do because we needed to talk about like a lot of the stuff that we missed out on over the months. But yeah, back at it again. We're gonna make sure to keep dropping them every week. I think first up on the list is Spillage Village, that's one of the songs. The album is Spillagin', and that is
Okay, I see you some capital punishment on that.
Spillage Village, JID, and Earth Gang.
Yeah, okay.
And I've listened to half the album, so I'm not doing the best. But JID is the fucking truth. I mean, there's nothing else you can really fucking say.
He might be. Nah, he's fire.
Cap. JID, in my honest opinion, is like the next generation, like Cole or Kendrick. Like, he's just...
I think he might be. If he keeps it up. Like, if he keeps just putting out great shit, then yeah, he'll just naturally fall into that place, but...
He's lyrically gifted. He's lyrically gifted. Glizzied.
Yo, that shit's annoying, bro. Like,
Glizzy Gladiators.
but what's crazy is before they started calling hot dogs glizzies, they call guns glizzies.
They still call guns glizzy.
But like now you can't differentiate that shit. You be like, bro, I got that glizzy. You be like, yo, you're gay. Stop talking to me about your dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
mean
usually
the
how
hot
that
dog.
goes now. But like, what was wrong with hot dog?
Well, first off, they're fucking trash. That's the main fact. But anyway, so JID is the truth. Earth Gang is fucking nice. But yeah, good album. Of course, it's fucking Dreamville. I mean, they literally have the most stacked roster out right now.
They really do. J. Cole put in that work.
Boss, JID, Earth Gang, Loot, Spillage Village.
Is Omen still messing with him?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure he was on that last album.
I'll just mention this. Travis Scott dropped a song with Young Thug and MIA called Franchise. It's alright. I mean, it's a typical Travis Scott song. I feel like didn't really have anything like crazy to it. Tory Lanez dropped his album,
Fuck Tory Lanez.
Daystar. Tory Lanez actually is fucking nice.
He's got bars, but he's just not. I'm not gonna bump it.
I don't know, bro. Some of his albums got some hits on.
They got some heat. But you know me with music, I'm weird. Like,
But like a lot of
I wouldn't choose him over listening to MF Doom on the way.
Well, yeah. But like I feel like a lot of his Tory Lanez, I feel like the reason why he's so good is because he understands the game as far as like he knows he has to make songs that like sound good, that like they play on the radio and they play in clubs and shit like that. But then if you actually listen to his albums, he has a lot of songs where he's just spitting, like, and it's like that's why like when I first started fucking with Tory Lanez years ago, I was like, okay, like he's pretty cool. But then like when I started listening to his albums, I was like, okay, or like his mixtapes, I was like, okay, like he actually can spit. And like a lot of like usually it's half and half on his albums. It's like half the album is just like hits, sound good, whatever, cool, catchy, whatever, and then half are like, okay, he's just on the fucking track dropping bars. So I got respect for Tory Lanez. He did shoot Meg Thee Stallion, so that's kind of corny, but hey, he was fucking her though, so, and he's 5'3" and she's like 6'1".
Wait, so wait. He was fucking her, and then a round let off?
I don't know the fucking full story. I just remember seeing it in the news, and then it was released that like he actually did shoot her. But like, so it was in the foot.
Wait, you said it wasn't on purpose?
I don't think it was on purpose, but it was in the foot.
Supposedly, see, that's how you know all those gun bars are fake. I'm just gonna say it.
I don't
that's
know
like,
about that.
Bro, when you let one misfire into somebody's foot, bro, you're not around straps regularly. Bro. You don't know how to handle a gun.
A gun could be on your fucking waistband, and that shit could just go off.
But it just doesn't go off. It's something has to trigger it to go off. Something's got to
pull.
Something's got
to. Guns can go off.
Bro.
Either way, point being.
But why are you?
He's still Tory Lanez, and he's still out here. And guess what?
So what were you like? We're like, hey yo, look at this shit. This shit's oh shit.
He dropped the album with all this clout around his name because of this shit. And even though people hate him right now, that's just more. It's more fucking views, more listens, more whatever. So. But I want to listen to like 2 songs off of it. But it's Tory, so it'll be good, I'm sure. What else? Detroit 2, Cap.
Detroit, yeah. Big Sean's album is fucking heat. And that old Sean's back. That old Sean is back. We're fucking with that.
Karma 3
yeah, this right here. Yeah, this right here is probably the best album made in the past 2 years.
He's the only one I'll actually give you a view.
Wait for that shit to focus up. It ain't gonna focus the closer. You gotta back it up a little bit. Back it up, G. Back it up, G.
What you got from me, G? You can't fucking see it. But either way.
It's Karma 3.
Karma 3
by
Davies.
It's heat. Every single song. Every single song.
I think it might be his first. And when I say this term, I don't mean in relation to the whole hip hop game. I mean in relation to his own craft. Classic album. I feel like every rapper tries to go for a classic album, like whether it be in the game or just for themselves. It's like every rapper goes through, like usually 4 to 6 albums, right, and or mixtapes, whatever. And it's like if they can get one that like sticks, and I feel like that is like a big advance or a big. That's what I'm looking for.
It's a goal for a lot of rappers to have one of their albums listened to 15 years down the road. Yeah. Which this is one of those albums.
Like he's definitely spitting on there. He's got the bars, but he's also got the storytelling.
And he paints pictures so well. He
good
really
delivery
does.
Too.
Very good delivery. That's why when I was listening to it with my girl, I was like, it sounds like he was supposed to rap. Like it sounds like he was born to rap. Like that was what his calling was.
So. Yeah,
I would listen to that for sure.
I would definitely, out of the ones we just mentioned, I would peep that, and then after that, I would definitely put the Spillage in from Dreamville. What else we got on here? So, I feel like we can't go a podcast without talking about politics.
Just because it's so like in your face.
We're in the time.
Everywhere you
election's
turn.
about to come up in 2 months. Like shit's gonna. So.
Well, we gotta stop these fucking Biden. Advertisements.
But see, the crazy thing is that
somebody's got to talk about it.
The it's all connected to. So like, Trump has the same amount of ads too, but it's the only reason like why those ones kept coming up the other day is because we were watching a rap battle. I'm being serious.
No, I know that's actually crazy. I didn't think
like,
about that. I didn't think about that.
If we were watching a video about the Supreme Court justice, it would be a Trump ad probably. But since we're watching a video about a rap battle, literally, and like now, I always try to separate myself from sides or from party or whatever when these kind of things happen. But it's like literally we're watching a rap battle video, and 3 times throughout the video the same ad plays, and it's literally just like 10 dudes in a barbershop, black dudes, mind you, and they got their mask on because it's like COVID, whatever. But they're sitting in the barbershop and they're just talking about like. Oh, now is the time to vote, like we're in a pandemic and this is like a monumental decision and all this bullshit, but it's just the fact of like, how can you look at that ad and not see, okay, they literally are in a barbershop because they know that black people, like most black men, go get their hair cut at a barbershop, and that's where they like usually let loose, they talk about stuff, they talk about life, whatever.
It's like, why do you have to be so stereotypical?
They're literally pandering
Yeah, like
to
it's
like what they
it's kind
feel
of
makes you
up,
feel
bro.
comfortable.
It's
Fucked up.
It's very fucked
But
up.
the thing is that everyone is so brainwashed, and they don't even realize it. So like they see ads like this, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go vote for Biden." It's like, bro, they literally just set that whole thing up just to make you feel.
And Biden goes to great clips, so it's not like he even goes to barber shops. Like it's crazy.
Yep. And Kamala Harris isn't even black; she's Indian. But like,
which I mean, the same. Yeah, she's not black, so she can't play that card, and like, you can't say she's black. But also, Indians did get fucked over too in our country.
I'm not.
So
no,
it's like
not Native American. She's Indian.
Oh, like
from
Indian.
India.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's not black.
But what pisses me off is that for the longest time she didn't claim to be black. It was always I'm Indian, and like when she was first a representative or a senator or whatever, it was like first Indian from wherever, and it's like now that it's she was running for president and all this other stuff, it's like, oh no, I'm black. And she was on Breakfast Club and was like, oh yeah, I used to smoke weed and listen to Tupac and Biggie and stuff. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. You only are saying that
and it's like, why does that make you black?
Yeah,
like that is the most.
Exactly.
That is a racist comment.
Exactly.
Like that is a stereotypical ass comment. Oh, I'm black because I smoked weed and listened to Tupac and Biggie. I'm white and I used to smoke weed and listen to Tupac and Biggie. I still listen to Tupac and Biggie. Doesn't make me black. You can see right now.
It's crazy.
I'm closer to Casper than I will ever be to him.
Like saying, oh, like if you have a problem choosing between me or Trump, you're not black. It's like that's racist in itself, but people will still support him strictly because he's not Trump. Yeah. And the issue that I have with this is that Biden. Two things. First off, Biden has been in politics for like 50 years, right? And was also a vice president for 8 years under a black president. And nothing happened. Nothing changed. Nothing was better about the society or economy. It was just him there. But now that he's the one running for president, and it's because it's against Trump, who was never viewed as racist until he decided to run for president, it's, oh, vote for Biden because he's going to help change the world and he's going to do this, this, and that. And it's like, oh, he chose Kamala Harris, who is Indian but she is claiming to be black because it's like, it just helps the image of the... It's like, I don't understand why people on the left or the Democratic Party, like people that support it, can literally look at these things happening in front of them and don't realize that they're literally just playing you. Like, they're playing you. Like, don't get me wrong, the right is just as bad. They try to feed into the narratives as well. But at least most people on the right, most conservatives, they like actually think about stuff before they form an opinion on it. They don't just go with what everyone else is doing, or go with what they see on the media, or go with what's in the news or whatever. They say, okay, if this is what's going on, let me do my own research, let me do my own evaluation, and then come to a conclusion. Not let me just, oh, this is what they're saying that he said, she said, he said. Oh, okay, then that means that that's true, and then that means that he's a racist, or that means that he's a, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what? Like, and I think the craziest part about this is that most people on the right, conservative, right-leaning people, there's a lot of people that are like, they like to voice their opinions, but they don't usually because they feel like they're going to be viewed as racist, or they feel like they're going to be viewed as just for having their own opinion about something.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy.
It's a free fucking country.
Exactly. You should. The whole point of a democratic system is to be able to have different views and live in peace. That's the whole point.
And also have educated discussions on the differences.
Debates. Not
arguments, not heated arguments that end up in murder or some crazy out of line shit. Like, educated.
And it's like
talks, discussions.
You look at the things on the left and it's like, oh, like Antifa, right? Anti-fascist. They say if you're against Antifa, that means you're for fascism. No, that's not true. Because you can be against something and still not be for the thing that they're opposing for. Number one. Number two, how is an organization, let me make that clarification, going to say they're anti-fascist, right? And the way they go about making you join them or like or listen to them is by using guns and force, and like that's fascism.
Yeah.
I don't fucking
Is
understand
everything nowadays is just a big contradiction.
It
bro.
is.
It's
And
crazy, and nobody. It just literally slides off people's head
because
Just-
as long as you're
nobody
not
cares.
for the right, then you're good.
Yeah.
And it's like all the hate.
It's
comes
like
from
let's
the left.
get the left and the right completely out of the equation. Common sense.
Yep.
Let's put that into play. What he just said. Let's put common sense into play. If there wasn't a left and a right, there was only one party in government, like how George Washington said it should be. Most people would have been like, "That's stupid. Those people are fucking idiots."
Or even if like just the other day, my buddy
Common
sent me
sense.
an article. Trump signed a bill for $500 billion worth of funding to black-owned businesses and to low-income areas and all this kind of stuff. One, you'll never see that on the news.
Nope.
And two, this is a guy that's racist. If I was racist against black people, why the fuck would I give them $500 billion? Right?
It's a fact, bro.
Also, and this is the point I was going to make before, Kamala Harris, nobody knows this because no one fucking does any research about anything. They just hop on the fucking bandwagon. And sorry if I'm talking too much. I know I'm not really letting Dylan talk, but he knows.
No, but
politics
you're
is
making
my
good
shit.
points. Yeah, you're making good points.
Kamala Harris was also in like the House for a very long time. Not a very long time, but a decent time. And she was one of the primary ones to sign or to enforce crime bills and to enforce drug charges as far as like the incrimination rate and as far as like how long your sentencing is for those things. Like
You're saying like to increase that, right?
yeah, and it's like it's so crazy because she's talking about, oh, I'm for the black community and all this stuff, and it's like there's some things that she signed into legislation that she voted for into legislation that have put thousands of black people in jail
For extremely long periods of time.
yeah,
If
and
not
for
life.
usually small crimes, and it's like, but yet you have Trump who signed executive orders that have gotten thousands of black people out of jail, but he's a racist.
It's common. It's like you said. It's just people don't care. They feel like if they watch the news, that is their research. That's so ignorant.
And I think the problem with that is
Like,
is
oh,
that,
I watch the news. Like, you know how many times I hear people, oh, I watch the news. I know what's going on. No, you don't.
No,
bro.
you don't.
Because you watch the news.
You're seeing this sliver in the fucking wide span of everything going on.
And, like, watch some of the ads that they have. Like, you see how cut they are. If you're like, me and Brandon are in, like, making videos and shit like that, obviously. So, like, we know about, like, cutting videos and putting clips together and stuff like that. You can tell that these clips are cut and put together and don't even make sense.
If we were to sit here for an hour and a half talking, we could cut out we can cut out 10 seconds of that where I happen to maybe say, fuck that white person. You could cut out those 4 words somewhere throughout the fucking...
And then put them together.
And
it
then
looks
boom.
like he says...
Now it looks
"Fuck
like
that
I said,
white
fuck that white person. When really that was an hour and a half clip that was cut down into me looking like I said that. But that's the thing is that they do that. And I was going to say, the crazy thing is that 20 years ago or whatever, it was always media, right? It was always news. Like, they always still try to push a narrative. But I feel like before a lot of the social media and the technology advanced the way it did,
It wasn't
the
as
news...
bad.
Exactly. Like, the news
wasn't.
did report news a lot of the time. Like, and it's like now it's just because everything is so caught up with technology and social media and, like, everything has to be like this. It's like they only want to give you glimpses. And the craziest thing about this is that I've noticed that, like, the Breonna Taylor thing, right? They weren't found guilty, and I was talking to Dylan about this the other day, about the things that I researched on about it and my opinion on it. But then once I found out more research, I was like, okay, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I can admit that. I was wrong. I found out more research. I did more
But you
research
did the
on
research.
it and found more evidence on it and looked at this was a wrongdoing. This is something that should not have happened. Whatever. But most people nowadays can't accept that stuff when they're wrong. Like, they can't formulate an opinion on something based off the things that they've seen on it, and then once something is given to them that shows that they're wrong about it, they can't admit that.
Yeah.
Now you're just hating them, and you're just a
you're a
racist
hater,
or
yeah.
a bigot or whatever, and it's like, no, I'm trying to make everyone be successful. I'm trying to make everyone live the life that they want to live. not everyone be freaking controlled by the government and controlled by a system. Like, because most people don't know. KKK, Democrats. Planned Parenthood, Democrats. And you want to know something else? Planned Parenthood was created by a white lady that was a Democrat because she specifically put them in low income black areas because she knew that black people were going to get abortions if they had the accessibility of it. And guess what? Her plan is, okay, if they're doing that, that means the black population will slowly die off. Right?
And we'll make a dickload of money.
And guess what?
Dickload of money.
That's what's happening. There's a lot of cities and states even in America that black people are being, or black babies are being aborted more than black babies being born. Not to mention the crime rates in a lot of these areas. So what does that mean? Eventually, black people are going to die out in America. But the people that want to change that stuff, the people that actually give a fuck about black lives, not the fucking 9 people that got shot by cops in 2019, the fucking thousands, millions of people dying by homicides and abortions, those people are racist.
It's like it doesn't make any sense.
I feel like we should just fucking end the video right there. It's like I'm going off right now. But it's just so annoying, bro, because it's like you'll go and protest for someone that... Now, not all shootings are justified, right? Like, there's some that, like, shit should not have happened the way it happened. But you'll go and protest and fucking ravage the streets and destroy black-owned businesses because someone got shot that happened to have a fucking weapon on them anyway or was fucking fighting the cop anyway. But you won't go and protest for these cities that are aborting more babies than black babies are being born. Or for these cities that literally have thousands of people dying a month.
Yeah.
By homicides.
Yeah, go protest that.
Like,
literally protesting for one person killed. Instead of this month, all these fucking babies.
LeBron, perfect example. Oh, we're oppressed and all this other stuff.
Dude's worth
If
billions.
you're oppressed, why the fuck do you have police escorts everywhere you go? If you want to defund,
why are you so fucking filthy rich? Like
you're a billionaire. If you want to defund the police, then don't get any more escorts. Don't call the cops.
Facts.
Like just like
handle the shit yourself.
Like Dan was saying the other day, Melissa Milano or whatever, who's defund the police, defund the police, defund the police. Some shit happened in her neighborhood or something, and she called the police, and it's like.
And she had like 15 officers like at that.
What side are you gonna choose? Like.
That's what I can't remember who I heard it from, but people hate the police until they're in a situation where they need the police.
And that's, if you want to say defund the police, okay, you can defund the police. We'll take them away from your house, your neighborhood, your whatever. But if I'm in trouble, I'm calling the fucking cops. Or you can come see me with the toolie. And
but that's what it's gonna boil down to. All right, you don't want to call the cops. The cops get defunded. There's barely any officers. You better be ready to up that poll.
Crime.
When you get in a situation. When you get robbed, you better be ready to shoot and kill somebody.
The roof. You know what's crazy? They talked about defunding the police and saying that the reason why black people go to jail more and all this other stuff and being poor neighborhoods and homicides is because there's so much police out there, right?
Half of the white kids I went to high school with went to prison for drugs, robbing, Grand Theft Auto, running in people's houses. Like,
wait a second.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna finish this thought.
I knew more white people that went to jail from high school than black people.
Well,
and they're
white people.
They're all insane.
Finish this thought. So they say this because they're like, okay, the reason why black people go to jail more is because they have more police in those areas, right? Well, here. Let me give you 2 things. First off, there's more police in those areas because there's more crime in those areas. So naturally, they have to be around where the things are going to happen because that way they can prevent them. Number 2, if you defund the police, you're taking out, like, not only just the cops that are just doing traffic stops and pulling people over and all that kind of stuff, right? You're taking out drug investigations. You're taking out child abuse investigations, SWAT team investigate. Like, you're taking out...
Because the cops don't just run in people's houses and do that. That's a whole different sector.
And these are usually month-long investigations that people are. You're taking out now. If you were to increase the funding for police, that means you can increase all of these areas or this funding allocated to all these different sectors, and then that means that more than likely, crime would go down because the guy that shot 4 people in his hood, and is part of a gang and isn't in jail yet because he just hasn't gotten caught and he just is fucking still killing people and still selling drugs and stuff, they maybe can prevent him from killing some more people. Or they maybe can find that trap house before they sell more heroin in the streets and
kill
more people
10
OD.
more. Yeah.
Like,
now, granted, like, there are cops out there that are fucking assholes.
There are.
That are out of line. We're not saying that. But for the ones that aren't like that, people need them more than you think. People do. There are cool cops out there. There are fucking asshole cops, though, that are corrupt, that are, that will shoot for no fucking reason, that will pull you over for no fucking reason, that do discriminate, but that's not all of them. Just like there's regular human beings that will hate on you because of your color, that will do random shit because they don't like you. Then there's also regular humans that don't care, that are neutral.
There's regular humans that will fucking go shoot 10 people just because they want to. Like, it's all different, and just like that, it's the same. It's the same principle. And the sad part about it is that the news will show all these videos about like black people dying, which is not even a lot. It's usually one that goes viral, and then it fucking the media blows it up, and it's like the one person that got shot and killed in the last whatever. But it's just we have 350 million people in America, so that one person that they blew up, and it's like they didn't show the 40,000 other videos of the white cop helping the black guy get home safely, or the white cop. I saw one where like the woman was walking home, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm just walking home. I need to get something for my daughter because it's her birthday or something." And the cop was like, "Hey," another squad car pulls up. He's like, "Hey, here's my credit card. Go get a cake for her daughter. Like, I'm gonna take her home." Like, you won't see that on the news. You only see when they're getting shot at, or when it's like, why is it that the negative is pushed so heavily? And the problem that I have with this is that the same people that say, "Oh, fuck hate, and hate is bad, and and everyone's racist and stuff like this," primarily the left, are the same outlets, media outlets, and people that will push these same narratives about things being about race and being about color and being about and push these videos about fucking people getting shot and stuff. And it's like, if you're so against hate, why do you keep fucking spreading these narratives?
Yeah.
Like, if you're so against hate, why don't you spread some fucking joy?
Yeah. It's fucked up, dude. It's so backwards. It's so backwards.
It is. But this is America.
And what's crazy is, like, it really is not going to get better.
It's not. It's only going to get
It's
worse.
just going to keep getting worse. And I'm pretty sure by the time it's better, we're all going to be dead anyways. And it's going to take one person.
I've said this
to mass manipulate
over the last few years, and I think it's getting more and more true. We might see another revolutionary war in our lifetime. We might. That's how divided our country is right now. You can't even say something to somebody about how you feel about something without either them getting offended or them wanting to now offend you because of how you feel about that situation. And that is a dangerous, dangerous pool to be swimming in.
Because then what happens? You can't say anything. You can't express how you feel. Every single person is bottling it up.
How did the first Civil War happen?
The same exact.
One side felt this way about something, and the other side felt completely different.
And eventually it gets to a point where they're like, "All right, let's bang it out then. The fuck you gonna do about it?"
You know what's even crazier about all this? And this is like how I always like. This is the main thing. I'm like, the person that abolished slavery was a Republican. The argument is that any argument you have now is invalid. It doesn't matter. Martin Luther King, who was all about freedom and rights and the Constitution, and black people being able to be calm or be peaceful with white people, Republican. But they'll say, "Oh, but the party switched." No, they didn't.
But the party switched.
The parties never fucking switched. And even if that was true, that was way before all of that. And I'm not trying to say you shouldn't have your own opinions about shit. I'm not trying to say you should just go towards one thing because of how you feel about it. I'm just trying to say you should, like, actually, like I said before, research it. Use common sense. Use logic. Use something besides just what someone else
Put
is
both
telling
ideas together and just read them aloud and be like, okay.
Because there's a lot of people that are...
Which one makes more sense?
Like, there's some ideas where I have, like, taxes. I'm on the right. Because guess what? That means lower taxes for most people. Is how the right feels, because that means less government involvement. But then you talk about like weed and stuff. I'm on the left, because it's like most people on the left don't see it as that big of a thing. But the crazy thing is that actually there's a lot of people on the left that are against weed, because there's been talks about Trump legalizing weed. Either way, it's
I
like,
just don't understand. Literally the only reason why marijuana can't fully be legalized is because they make so much money off pharmaceuticals. It would die it down. If you could just go to a dispensary and get some shit for your fucking back pain.
That's not the only reason.
That's a big reason.
That
is a big reason. It's a $1 trillion company.
Because
or
of
$1 trillion industry is
the
the
money
weed
they
business.
make for incriminating people that use weed and so.
Well, that's another part of it, but also, like, if you can literally go and get something that you can't get addicted to that relieves your back pain over this pill that relieves your back pain, but you take the whole bottle, next thing you know you're fucking itching for it and the doctor won't prescribe you more. Now you're hitting the streets for it, illegally buying it,
heroin,
and then you end up getting heroin,
and now you're addicted.
People are gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna go smoke this fucking joint real quick and chill out in my bed.
And you know what's even crazier too is that the reason why is like, so the pharmaceutical companies are in bed with the government, right? But the crazy thing is that the government is who floods the streets with the heroin and all the illegal drugs. But we don't want to talk about that conversation either.
People don't want to hear the truth, man. And I'm telling you, that's my theory on why Immortal Technique hasn't been around for a while making music. Is because of how much this world has
People don't want to listen.
Shifted.
Everyone is sheep.
Because his last shit was like, I mean, he's featured on some songs here and there in the past, few years, but album hasn't been since late 2000s, mid 2000s.
People don't want to hear anything, man. They just want to live in this like pink cloud, and it's like you're just sheep to everything around you. You don't ask questions. You don't second guess. You don't formulate anything of your own. You literally just say, "What do I need to do next?" And you keep going, and you keep listening, and you keep. It's very sad. And I really hope that, like, because as much as I hate to say it, which, I mean, not for me, because, like I said, I have my own opinions on shit, but, like, the mail-in voting thing could really fuck up the legitimacy of the voting this year. But I'm gonna use both terms because I'm not trying to give anything as far as like making people feel uncomfortable. If/when President Trump wins again, you will really see this country go to turmoil.
If Trump wins again?
And to be honest, the only reason why he wouldn't is because a lot of the mail-in voting can be tampered with. And there's no reason to not go and vote at an actual, like we've been doing ever. Yeah, we're in a pandemic, but like if you really look at the numbers, it's not that serious. And it's also like, okay, we can go to bars with the mask on and then take it off when you're at the fucking bar or when you sit down, but you can't fucking go vote when you're actually in a fucking booth with the fucking cardboard around you. No, it's because they
all
want
this
you
shit
to,
is phony, bro.
They want you to mail it in so that way they can fucking change who you fucking put down.
It's phony. It's all phony. And the fact that it's so easy to tell.
It is.
It's so easy. It's like, bro.
That's what bothers me so
we
much
know they're
about it.
corrupt, and look at just how they're doing things. It's just like you said. Literally, to walk to your table at a restaurant, you have to have your mask on, you take it off. That doesn't fucking do anything.
Yep.
That doesn't do anything.
The fact that you're in a bar with hundreds of people, mask on or off, like, but you can't go vote. the first, like one of
Like,
the
how
first
is that not like
rights.
a light bulb that pops up over everybody's head? Like, wait a minute, that doesn't make much sense. You don't want to ask questions. You like shit being fucked up. That's the only thing I can think of is that y'all like shit being fucked up. Not everybody, but the majority of people just like shit being wrong and like shit being backwards. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, man. But hopefully we see a change.
We need that Star Wars hope. That A New Hope.
We need that cryogenic put me to fucking sleep hope.
Yeah.
I don't want to see any of this. Wake me up in like 50 years.
Just don't wake me up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm good at sleep. Wake me up when that meteor is coming to destroy the Earth.
Wake me up
So I can just sit down and
when
chill.
September ends.
That was actually a good song.
That was a good song.
Was that Green Day?
Yeah. Fucking top fade if you've fucking seen whenever before. They were out for what, like 3 years?
They made a lot of fucking money.
Oh, stupid bread. I remember going to Jelly Beans every Friday night and it, wake me up.
All over. Oh, shit. Well.
Anyway, today is Saturday, guys. We've been trying to shoot it on Saturdays now that we have the same schedule. And then that way it's just ready to go. And like I said, we're going to try and make sure we're doing them every week now. We're about 36 minutes in, so I think this is a good stopping point. And we talked about some serious shit. We might get some backlash for this one. But you know what? I don't fucking care.
You guys gotta watch it first. And also, I don't fucking care either. Just know the people that hate on it are those people that we were referencing.
Exactly.
So, like, have...
People hate to be told about themselves. Is the fact of it.
Hey, and I've suffered with that too.
Yeah.
Like this, even you know, within this year.
Because you're usually so
You
trapped
don't
in that,
like to
in your
hear-
mindset.
yeah,
You don't want
that
to
you're
hear
right.
that you're wrong, or hear
Yep.
that you're right, or hear that you just have to do something more than what you're doing already. It's no, I want to just stay in my fucking bubble, which is cool. Stay in your fucking bubble, but guess what? Don't come crying to me when you fucking
Realize that shit's not.
shit's hitting
Shit's
the
not
fan,
right.
or when you fucking need your rent paid, because I'm
Yeah.
not fucking giving you my tax dollars to fucking do it.
Yeah. Or when that fucking little Revolutionary War rolls around, you don't know how to fucking handle a gun.
Yeah.
Guess what? You're dead. Have fun. Go ahead and stay with your side.
Yeah. So
That's
you
gonna be
you guys
that's gonna
want
be easy
you
target.
guys want to take away guns, right? So don't come at the people that got them when it's time.
When it's time, exactly. Hey, I heard you had 16 guns. Yeah,
You want
I
to
heard
defund the
wanted
police,
to
right?
go.
So when we run up in your shit, don't. I don't want to hear it.
Oh, fucking A, dude. It's crazy.
It is fucking crazy and it's sad.
It's crazy.
It really sucks.
It does. Bro, what was it like? I was listening to a song that came out, it was 2009. And they had, I can't even say it technically,
We're gonna say the N word.
but they had the R word. You gotta say that now because people don't like retard. I don't care.
You just
I
said
think it doesn't matter. And then the British word for a cigarette was like
Fag.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking about a British cigarette.
They were talking about a cigarette in Britain. That's what you say. You like, you have a fag. They said it in Bohemian Rhapsody, so if you have a problem with it, fuck off. But yeah, no, the song was filled with it. No backlash. Because people didn't give a fuck. It wasn't that big of a fucking deal. People were still going to be gay. It didn't
Andy
matter.
Mineo, Christian rapper, has the word faggot in one of his songs.
Yep.
And
What do
in
you
the
say?
con-
You say
in the
y'all are sitting there
context of
holding
it-
up picket signs saying God hates fags or something like
Yeah.
that. It's like,
In the context of it, he's not really offending them, but it's just a point of like, it's just a fucking word. Like,
it's, yeah.
if you're trying to offend somebody with it, then yes, that's an issue.
But that's any word.
It's still free.
But
Still,
and it's
still
also
have
freedom of speech.
First Amendment.
Technically,
yeah.
we're
Like,
protected.
just because you're offended by something doesn't mean that it's doesn't mean that you can take it away from somebody. And everyone's like, "Oh, I want to go to Canada now because Trump's president."
Guess what? I
It's like,
grew up
Canada, you
hearing
can't
shit
have
I
free
didn't
speech.
like. You deal with it. I grew up hearing shit all the time I didn't like.
Usually from me.
Usually from him, yeah. You deal with that shit. You move
Freedom
on.
of speech.
Guess what? It's not affecting me
That's
now.
why the Second Amendment is I should probably have a gun. Because if I can say whatever the fuck I want, probably need a gun
whatever
too.
the fuck I want to, yeah. It's wild. This shit is backwards. I kind of want to make, like, I kind of want to come up with an animated series.
By the way,
Where,
before you go any further, what I just referenced was a Michael Shea special. That little, like, I should probably have a gun too. Go check that out. Really fucking funny.
I didn't even catch that. I might not have seen that one.
Michael Shea's fucking
Michael Shea's hilarious, bro.
His special,
he does
he
he does the news report on SNL with
Colin Jost.
Yeah, bro, that shit is
Weekend
fucking
Update.
hilarious.
No, yeah, in his special, he was like talking about it. He's like, he's like, if I have the freedom to say whatever I want, then the best thing to do to right second is I probably need a gun too, because it's like if I can say whatever the fuck I want, people probably gonna come out my fucking neck.
Yeah.
So, anyway, what were we saying?
But I kind of want to make a series, like an animated short series, where like somehow the forefathers that like did all this, came up with the amendments, the Constitution, all that shit, get resurrected, and now.
Or they were black.
What do you mean?
Make them black.
Why?
Just flip the script.
Either way, it's just something like that. Just so you could, I don't know, it would be funny. I need an animator. We can write scripts, so if anybody out there is an animator, let me know. Because I got hella fucking shit in my brain. I just can't
I'm
draw
writing a
with
movie.
the game.
It's called America in 2020. It's gonna be a comedy.
And a horror comedy.
It's gonna be like Scary Movie 6. I'm gonna have the Wayans brothers produce it. That's actually a good fucking.
That's a good idea. Wayans brothers, hit us up.
Yeah. Watch this blow up and then fucking we get a deal and then we're rich. Fuck the podcast, bro. Y'all can see me on the jet.
We're doing the podcast on the jet.
I'm gonna be sitting on the wings. Eating wings. And things from Zaxby's. Nah, if I'm rich, I ain't getting no damn Zaxby's. I'm getting McDonald's. Yeah, let me get a Travie Patty. Alright, so anyway, guys.
Yeah.
Good stopping point. We'll catch y'all next week. Episode 10. Got a little into it today. Make sure you check out all the socials. We got the podcast channel.
Anything you want.
Yeah, comment, like, share.
Comment what your thoughts are to things that we said. We'll debate with you. We don't care.
And it's not even about debating. It's just a fact of like, I want you to feel as if you can fucking express your opinion and not.
Yeah, we're not gonna shame you. Like, even if you put an opinion that was completely against ours, we're gonna take it in.
That's the freedom of America.
Yeah, it's not like we're gonna sit there in the comments and be like, "You're fucking lame. Get out of our comments. Don't watch our videos anymore." Like, we don't care. These are our opinions. You have your opinions. Put them in the comments. Let's see. Let's compare.
Episode 10. BGreeneFlex on all socials. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, my channel. We have the Easy Like Sunday Morning podcast channel that this will be on as well.
Yep. And then Dill Sensei, all lowercase, DYLSENSEI on Twitch. I don't even fucking remember my Twitter handle. Oh, it's at Sensei Dill. Capital S, capital D for Twitter. And then I think my YouTube channel, it'll all be linked in the description, but I'm pretty sure it's under Saiku Sensei. Because we're going to try to start up a fucking team for competitive gameplay. Yep, Cold War's coming.
It's coming. It's on the way.
Once Ranked comes out on Rogue Company, we're going to be on that. Even if Spellbreak has some fucking tournaments.
I got a Rogue Company montage coming as well.
Yeah. I've been seeing the clips. It's fire.
Stay tuned.
Check that out. Yeah.
High octane
I should have another one too.
High octane life. Literally.
And come chill with us on the streams.
Yeah, come check out the streams, man.
And then also too, if you want to respond to like shit you've seen and heard in our videos,
we can talk
come
about
do it on stream. That's live.
And our streams are fucking hilarious.
I'm telling you, it is.
We might have one viewer, but guess what? That viewer's cracking up.
Yeah. I got like one Shout out Brain. Love you, dude.
Little brain,
Low Brain. Love you, dude.
but he might have a big brain.
He does. He's smart as fuck.
So, all right, we'll catch y'all next weekend. Y'all have a good week. Stay positive. Stay true. Stay blue.
Yeah. Wait.
Like Avatar, bitch.